or not to be. Aye, there's the point. To die, to sleep, is that all? Aye, all. Nay, to sleep, to dream. Aye, Mary, there it goes. For in that dream of death, when we awake, and bound before an everlasting judge, from whose bourne no traveler ever returns, the undiscovered country, at whose sight the happy smile, and the accursed damned. But for this, the joyful hope of this, who would bear the scorns and flattery of this world? Scorned by the rich cursed of the poor, the widow being oppressed, the orphan wronged, the taste of hunger, a tyrant's reign, and 1,000 other calamities besides. To grunt and sweat under this weary life when he may his full quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would this endure but for the hope of something after death? Which doth pulses the brain, and doth confound the sense, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, than fly to others we know not of. Aye, that. Oh, this conscience doth make cowards of us all. Lady, in thy horizons be all my sins remembered. Here by truth, it is an eager and a nipping wind. I'll go no further. Whither wilt thou lead me?
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a time to walk the night, and in the day confide in flaming fire, until the crimes done in my days of nature are purged and burnt away.
Alas, poor ghost.
Nay, pity me not, but to my unfolding lend thy listening ear. But I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house. I would a tale unfold, whose lightest word would hour up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, make thy two eyes like stars start from their spheres, thy knotted and combined locks apart, and each particular hair to stand on end, like quills upon the fretful porcupine. But this same blazon must not be to ears of flesh and blood. Hamlet, if ever didst thou thy dear father love,
Oh, God.
revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder?
Nay, murder in the highest degree, as in the least 'tis bad, but mine most foul, beastly, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it. That wings as swift as meditation or the thought of it may sweep to my revenge.
Brief, let me be. 'Tis given out that while sleeping in my orchard, a serpent stung me. So the whole ear of ivy is with the forged process of my death rankly abused. But know this, thou noble youth. He that did sting thy father's heart now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic heart. My uncle. My uncle!
Yea, he, that incestuous wretch, won to his will, a wicked will, a gift that hath the power so to seduce my most seeming virtuous queen. Thus I was sleeping by a brother's hand. Of crown, of queen, of life, of dignity, at once deprived, no reckoning made of, but sent into my grave with all my sins and incumps on my head. Oh, horrible, most horrible.
God.
I must be gone. The glowworm shows the marten to be near, and gins to pale his ineffectual fire. Hamlet, adieu, adieu, adieu. Remember me. God! God!
So, uncle, there you are. There you are. Now to the words. It is adieu, adieu, remember me. It is enough. I have sworn it!
But before I part, mark what I say to thee. I see Prince Hamlet makes a shoe of love. Beware, Ophelia, do not trust his vows. Perhaps he loves you now, and now his tongue speaks from his heart. But yet, take heed, my sister. The chariest maid is prodigal enough if she unmasked her beauty to the moon.
What moon?
Virtue itself escapes not calumnious thought. Believe it, Ophelia. Therefore keep aloof, lest you trip thy honor and thy fame.
Brother, to this I have lent attentive ear, and doubt not but to keep my honor firm. But, dear brother, do not you, like to a cunning sophister, teach me the path and ready way to heaven, while you, forgetting what is said to me, like to a careless libertine, doth give his heart, his appetite is full, and little recks how that his honor dies.
No, fear it not, my dear Ophelia. Here comes my father. Occasion smiles upon a second lead.
There he's aboard for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast and their adoptions tried, grapple them to thee with a hoop of steel. But do not dull the palm which entertain of every new unfledged courage. Beware of entrance into a quarrel, but being in, bear it that the opposed may beware of thee. Costly thy apparel as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fashion, for the apparel oft proclaims the man. And they of France of the chief rank and station are of a most select and general chief in that this above all, to thy own self be true, and it must follow as the night, the day. Thou canst not then be false to anyone. Farewell, my blessing with thee.
I humbly take my leave. Farewell, Ophelia. And remember well what I have said to you.
It is already locked within my heart, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Hamlet!
Oh, God, Dad!
Ophelia!
Well, what